Hey everybody, welcome and welcome Chase.
Hello, everybody.
So we're gonna have to continue this thing. I was just telling Chase that I'm not getting another Pokemon game this turn, like the previous several, maybe 3, 4 generations, and I expressed this opinion on Reddit, and I'm waiting to see what kind of effect my response had, which is gonna be fun.
Well, as a notable Twitch streamer, I feel obligated to get the game, but I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, they're not gonna get my money. There's just no way. Just no way.
Unfortunately, I've given them enough money over the years that it doesn't matter at this point, but
Oh well, I'm not giving them money since a good bunch of years now. The last game I bought was X. So, and I did not get the remakes. Oh, I did get a Japanese version of Soul Silver. But that's pretty much it.
Heart Gold and Soul Silver were good remakes. But
Yeah.
that was, I really feel personally that around Gen 6, like X and Y, that era is when Pokemon took like a real downturn.
Yeah.
Because I still enjoy Gen 5 a lot. I wish they kind of kept that style and just kind of made it a little better, you know? Like I like the animated sprites and things like that. I thought it was really neat to give them
That was neat, yeah.
like more dynamic things in battle.
Yeah,
But
black
then they
and white
went
were kind of
full
cool.
3D.
Also, the two versions, yeah.
I've always
That's-
maintained that some Pokemon designs just like they don't translate well to 3D at all.
No, they don't. Especially not the. Maybe if they decided to use cell shading, would be a little better, but they don't, which is a terrible idea in my opinion. So I'm not gonna be kind
Yeah,
to them.
because they have a kind of cartoony design, and that would lend well to like cell shading, but they didn't do that. They kept the designs, but then they kind of I don't know how to describe their way of modeling them. Maybe bad would be a good way.
Well, I don't know. I think it doesn't fit the what it's supposed to portray. So I don't think the style fits the actual art. At least before. Now, well, I mean, it's just bad. So whatever they use is probably not gonna. Although honestly, I have seen some of the new Pokemon redone in a sprite kind of Gen 2 style. They did not look too bad with a few changes, or they could probably look better. Obviously, they were if they were better designs, but clearly the people that made them have a better sense than the Pokemon company, Game Freak. It doesn't take much, just changing up some things, like we saw Saturday.
I always wondered what would happen if Game Freak hired me and like they asked me to help write a Pokemon game. Like if their sales ever got too bad, they want to bring in somebody to do something different with the games.
Well, you could apply and see. Although I guess they only speak Japanese, like all Japanese people, so they're not going to accept any input or help because they're a superior race, right? Hello, cheese. I'm still trolling the fanboys because they think Japanese are a superior race. I've actually read that some time ago. So
unfortunately, the superior race is not breeding, so
yeah,
I don't know what your plans for the future are.
well, so far just increasing the alcohol consumption, which I don't think is gonna lead to more children being produced. Honestly, that's just my opinion.
What, drink more alcohol and randomly hook up with people?
That is that
strategy.
yeah, that it's a new law. They're actually promoting alcohol consumption because of that. It's pretty recent news. I think it's stupid. 'Cause I don't think that's a
Yeah,
problem.
I don't think like randomly getting drunk and hooking up with a drunk chick and impregnating her is going to lead to a good future. So I don't
No, I
recommend
don't
doing
think
that.
so. But go explain them. I don't think they understand that. I think that's a really bad idea. Like, sure, if you, because I don't think the guys are going to take responsibility for that anyway. So let's just create a lot of annoying situations and even more single mothers and stuff like that, and abortions probably. But hey, they're Japanese. They're superior. Sure. It's disgusting jelly
I don't
thing.
want to touch on like a hot button political topic, but is that a thing in Japan? Like abortion?
I mean, it happens. I don't know how often it does, but I know it happens. Uh, so,
Kind of figure that's something that they're not as vocal about as we are in the West.
oh yeah, they're not vocal. They're not vocal about anything. I mean, they tend to hide stuff that's not convenient to them or to their image of perfection. That might be one of those things. But I know it exists. What? No, no, no. No. I was talking about the not so wise new idea in Japan to that's being brought up to like say fight the lack of newborn babies and the general trend to decrease of the population. So their solution is just to make alcohol consumption more available for everybody, which I think is incredibly stupid. It's going to cause more trouble than anything, but hey. Hello. Yes, hello. There's shame, unlike other places. Um, it's not exactly. Well, you should define shame because shame can also be a positive thing if it's done correct, if it's used correctly. But their thing is just that it's how do you say that? Man, try to think of the word. It is oh man, I've got it on the tip of my tongue. What's that word? Wait, I gotta stop drawing, otherwise I can't think. They are hypocrite. There you go.
That's different than shame because shame is recognizing a problem and drawing attention to it, whereas
Yeah.
it seems to me that they sort of know that there's problems, but they don't try to address them.
No, they don't. They just fight them. That's why I said they're hypocrites. Because that said, they go ahead and just keep behaving the same way. They're just not addressing the problem. It's a thing. It also in disciplining kids, they have the same problem because kids in Japan are extremely rude, despite what people say. Um, and the point is that the undisciplined kid does not get disciplined despite being undisciplined, but his actions do not, it's like nobody notices, so it doesn't exist. I was reading some things on Reddit some time ago, the Japanese Japan Live subreddit, and a guy complained that kids were very rude, and he said that it seems like if nobody addresses the fact that a kid is loud and very rude in the restaurant, it did not happen, which is exactly the experience I had when I was there. So they simply did not acknowledge problems and try to hide the thing. So if they got a rude kid at home, they simply did not acknowledge that. It's like, no, there's no problem. the problem exists only when you start complaining about it, which I don't think is true. But hey, that's for my
Well, see,
Japanese rant today.
our
Fatal
problem
alcohol
in the
is not
West.
good. I disagree with that, and everyone else will disagree with me, but that's fine because I'm just right.
Our problem in the West is the opposite. We take things that are problems and say that they're not problems. Actually, you should celebrate them. So, yeah. I'm not sure which is worse.
Both. Anyway.
Alcohol doesn't. I don't think alcohol tastes good, but that's not. I don't feel like that's the reason you drink it.
No, I don't think so. Probably not.
The best alcohols are the ones that don't taste like alcohol. Like we went to this restaurant when we visited Florida years ago, and there's like a sort of fake Irish pub kind of thing, and they had an Irish wake there. It was delicious. They limited you to only 3 because of how alcoholic it was. I drank all 3, and I mean, it tasted like orange juice. It didn't taste like alcohol at all, but it did totally blitz me. So
Interesting.
that was a pretty good drink.
That's something I'm never going to experience, but I don't mind.
It was really nice. They put it in like mason jars, and if you finished it, you got to keep the mason jar. So that was pretty cool.
Well, I guess it's also the experience then. Oh,
I sat there chugging mine, and my cousin, she was sitting across from me, and she took like 5 sips of it and couldn't stop because it was already affecting her. I'm just sitting there like a moron, dosing it back.
yeah, that's never been a thing for me ever. There's a long story about it, but it's never really been an interest of mine.
I mean, wine is good depending on how well it blends with different foods. Yeah, I mean, pouring wine over a food is different than drinking wine.
Oh yeah, it's good for cooking. I use it for cooking, yeah. Although it takes a long time to actually eliminate the alcoholic content, so that it doesn't affect you. Say if you're drowning or stuff, it's gotta cook or burn quite consistently. No, you mean no? In
Wine is
moderation,
also
perhaps.
always-
No, it's just. I can show you some researches that show that even moderate consumption is really bad for your neurons. Cheese, yeah, cheese.
Wine is also the choice drink of many women in America, so
Oh yeah.
I've seen the effects in real time. Oh yeah, there's a lot of issues with women over drinking wine here. There's a reason why people make jokes about single women with cats and boxes of wine. Yeah, single mom's cheese. That's right. Very common.
I know for a fact that's also a thing in Japan. I heard it firsthand from people there. So
I like to occasionally drink alcohol, but I honestly feel like a lot of people just use it as a coping mechanism for their lives.
oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, anything at that point, anything used as a coping mechanism is probably not good. Yeah, right? Because they find a lot of ways to not address problems they have in various distractions to avoid that. But I don't think that's healthy, given some problems are just unavoidable.
Fiddle, this isn't really a problem or anything, but why do you sometimes switch from YouTube to Twitch and like, go back and forth?
That's true. I've noticed that as well. Maybe one buffers and the other doesn't. Then people are surprised when I tell them I don't drink. They are surprised when I tell them I don't drink because I am Italian, and they don't believe me. I don't even like soccer for what matters. So I'm very atypical. No aperitivo for me. Oh, we just got home. Gosh.
Sometimes I've noticed other people drink it because the people around them do, out of some social norm to not seem out
Oh
of place
yeah,
as well. Yeah, that's
yeah.
definitely true.
That's also one of the reasons why I don't, because I hate being like other people. I am very nasty when I'm asked to do something just because others do. Uh,
Yeah,
I
same.
used to be the opposite when I was very small, but then I became the guy that, like, if you ask if everyone would, I don't know, wear a red shirt, I would wear either no shirt or a blue shirt, something like that. That I became extremely nasty when I was a teenager, in trying not to conform to others, which didn't help me gain popularity, I admit, but it's still pretty satisfying. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, if people want to follow trends. I understand it on a psychological level. Like you don't want to
Yeah.
be in the out group, you want to be in the in group. So even if you don't personally like to do it, you don't want to come off as weird to other people. So they just kind of do whatever other people do.
Yeah, that's pretty much the mentality I did not appreciate when I was in the country of the rising sun, because of how I just said I am. I just couldn't understand people that said, "Hey, but everybody's doing that, so I do this because everyone is doing it." It's like, okay, goodbye. So I think it's pretty sad to just follow what others do and not come up with your own interests and ideas.
I brought this up before, but I know in Japan, alcohol is used heavily as a coping mechanism to express themselves in more public environments. Not uncommon to see
It
one
is,
break
yeah.
down when they are drunk. Yeah.
It is, but that doesn't. The point is, it's just masking the problem. See, it's another way to mask the same problem and not solving it. Because a good way would be to teach, well, since the very early age, to actually express their emotions and thoughts in a constructive way, which is not happening. So they wouldn't need a coping mechanism in that case, because they wouldn't have anything to cope with.
Worse than alcohol is the freaking brand clothings. Overpriced and ugly. Like, God, all the kids. Yeah, there's kind of an obsession with brands and brand names in America, but I'm sure it's probably the same in every country too.
Oh yeah,
Where
here
it's
as
like
well.
if you wear a certain brand, that's sort of like a social signal or something, but like the quality doesn't matter. It's the brand name that matters.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Because you can get really
Absolutely.
good clothes for a lot cheaper, but
Absolutely.
you want the shirt that has like the American Eagle symbol, or you want the shoes that say Nike on them, and it's like they're not really that much better than anything else, but you're paying more just to have that name on your piece of clothing.
Pretty much. That's why I'm gonna make T-shirts. No, I might one day, but uh, not for those reasons. You're all gonna have to buy Nemo branded T-shirts.
I buy shirts for like $4 to $5. Yeah, same.
Same.
There's no reason to pay so much for clothing.
I am currently wearing a tracksuit that's extremely comfortable, and that I bought 10 years ago. Yeah, 10 years ago. So, and it's still perfectly fine. It's still new, and it didn't spend as much.
That's what I
So
That's why I was telling the story the other day about my South Korean friend who came here, and he would go to like the thrift stores, and they would have like $5 Nike shirts, and he
mm.
would buy them in bulk and then take them back to South Korea and sell them for like $45 each because people would just see the logo on the shirt and be
Oh
like, "Oh
yeah,
wow."
that's actually a thing they have in South Korea. I did know some South Korean people a few years ago, and one thing I noticed is that they really care a lot about branding, like a whole lot, way more than they do here.
Yeah.
Usually, if there is any South Korean user, feel free to tell me I'm wrong. That's
I
just
wrote
something I
that
noticed.
into one of my stories about that incident. I mean, I put it in a fictional setting, but everyone thought that I just made it up. I was like, no, that actually happened. I was involved in a T-shirt selling scheme.
I mean, it's business. It's legit business. I would sleep with that shirt, Nemo. I'm pretending I didn't hear that.
Yeah, Fiddle wants you in bed.
Sorry. I mean, I am completely, utterly, and viciously straight, like she said the other day. So I'm afraid that's never gonna happen.
Wonder what your girlfriend would think if she was here.
Right. I hope she's gonna come and say something. Oh, are you gonna stream today, Final Fantasy VII, Chase?
I am. I'm excited to stream FF7 today. Gonna show you guys how to get beta spell early, which requires some setup. So there's gonna be some lengthy segments, and I'm gonna even show you the Shinra building segment. It's necessary as part of the setup, so it should be very fun.
Nice. See, I don't know. Every time I play with my group, we all say that. Okay.
No, Nemo didn't see her feet. Jeez, I did.
Yeah. Her boots, I think, Fiddle said.
Yeah. No, she was streaming a video because she wanted to show us this guy who was carrying a chair across a crosswalk. I don't know why he was doing that.
It's funny because it's not even that hot, so you would not expect people to do insane in this season. I've seen some people here in a bigger city directing traffic because they were, I don't know, they were insane. It was really hot. I guess they lost their mind a little bit. They would just cross the street and start giving directions to cars.
That happens here, yeah, when there's car crashes and things like that. Sometimes people will just pull over, stop, and then like go out and start directing traffic. They just want to feel important, I think. But
oh, I don't know. There was no accident here. Like the things I've seen, they were just like normal people. They just step in the middle of the street and they start giving directions to cars. I've seen it happen, I think, twice.
You heard of Mattress Girl? Now here's Chair Guy. Maybe that's the reason why he's carrying it around in public. I had +1C this morning.
Plus, what? Is it just here then? It's pretty warm here. I think we're gonna be fine. Screw you, Putin. Because of the gas prices. I think we're gonna be pretty fine if the temperature stays this high. I don't need to turn on anything at this moment. So.
It's pretty cold here. I think in like your temperature, it's like 5 Celsius, something like that.
Jeez, that's cold even from a monk's place in this season. Well, I guess we're lucky that Italy is pretty warm in any case. Overall. Okay. Yes. Okay, so let's move to the next. Leia. Princess Leia. It's only October, yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, maybe we can get the color today. Why is it buffering? I see my own stream buffering here. It's
not buffering for me.
Probably my internet is not uploading. Let's try. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do some Terminators, Shadow Terminators.
It's pretty awesome that you're going to
Portions.
get this pack finished before Halloween, just like we wanted.
You don't say it before I get it done. Something might happen. I might lose my fingers or my face.
You might a bomb hits your house.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna say it until it's done, until it's actually published, and then everybody's gonna have to go buy it, obviously, to support me. I'm kidding, but not so much because I know Chase will in any case, even if I send it to him for free.
That happens often. I actually buy Nemo's monster packs and then he sends them and then doesn't realize that I actually bought it already.
Yeah, I did. I did with the Pixel pack, I think, also.
I think you did with the Ocean pack too.
The Ocean probably also, yeah.
Were you busting my balls about that anchor or were you serious? I was being kind of serious. I wanted to use it as a prop for a water temple in my game. The Temple of Tharmas.
I know what he's talking about. It happens to be something I had worked on. Spoil it now. Whisper.
Busting balls is an expression, but it can be literal too.
Ouch. Hurtful. And very painful.
I can IM you if you need help. Well, yeah, I mean, I was looking up tutorials on using like curve modifiers in Blender. That was the part I was having issue with, was actually making the curves for the anchor, but it's not as easy as you would think because Blender is very hotkey oriented, so it's like hold Control Shift plus X and click with your left mouse button and you'll easily get this done. It's like, what? I need to keep like a list of hotkeys next to me.
Yeah, that's a problem with Blender. Everything is hotkeyed, so it's kind of annoying. I mean, to go through all of the menus that are basically impossible to find just to do something very simple. So the key is just remember the hotkeys. But, well, I mean, you need a cheat sheet, obviously. Pretty much everybody probably does.
I will be on your guys' wedding. Well, unless fate intervenes, I don't imagine I'm going to get married anytime soon, so just hold your breath, buddy. It's not even that I don't want to get married, it's just the supply is lacking, we should say.
Yeah. Understandable.
They don't make them like they used to.
Yeah. Produce is scarce. Faster in ZBrush. It could be, but the game he's making is low poly, so how are you going to do that? Because ZBrush produces, very high poly meshes, and then the low poly versions are not as clean, as far as my experience goes. At least it takes a lot longer to then low polyfy it.
Yeah, and also, let me look. Because the way you have to integrate them into the software, you have to use like an MTL file and a 3D object. Does ZBrush output in that way, or can you change its output without actually harming the data of the model? I don't know. I don't know what ZBrush outputs as.
OBJ, I think. If there's no material, it's just OBJ.
Oh, it's OBJ? Then that would be fine.
Yeah, if there's no poly paint applied to it.
Yeah, you don't need to do any UV mapping either. I can handle that. But
Look,
it's
face is
creating the model. Huh?
You're flexing now. Oh, I can handle the UV map.
Well, I bought all these 4K textures. I should use them.
But 4K textures for just slightly 3D game, really?
Yeah. Well, they were cheap, and also they look really good in game.
Okay.
So.
Well, I mean, if you ever make a high def version of it, not just high def, like high
I mean, my
poly.
game is 1080p, so.
I know, but I guess I don't know. Do you can even RPG Maker handle 4K textures? I don't know.
I've mapped them onto other things, and it's fine. The only thing that really matters is how complex the object is. Because
Really?
I tried to make like a mushroom forest, so I made a bunch of 3D mushroom models.
Yeah.
And it does have a little bit of lag when they load in, but when they're actually on the map, they're fine. But very complex things, no.
Yeah, I would imagine it lags a lot if even for textures. I don't know. Depending on how it handles textures. I know that the texture size might be a problem. In general, like not saying it's for RPG Maker, like in general when you make games, it might be a problem to have very high resolution textures. That's why you get the in-game option to lower the resolution of various textures because they do affect video memory. It's got to load a lot heavier files. Pretty much.
Thankfully, there's help with plugins for that, where whenever you start a game, you can sort of cache the images before you. It really helps a lot, actually. Yeah, I just opened it up to check something. I made
Hello,
like
Kim. You might. Oh no, you cannot scroll up to see what your husband.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
can't do that.
your husband was saying a while ago.
Husbando.
Husbando.
I made a cemetery in game, and all the headstones are 3D models. It's very nice, actually. So it can handle simple stuff like that, but if I'm trying to make like a giant mech and import it into the game, it's probably not going to work.
Yeah, I would imagine. Although I wonder if you can handle. Okay, well the animations would probably be an issue.
There's not like animation settings, unfortunately. You can move them though.
Oh, she saw it. Oh, Fiddle. Poor Fiddle.
Oh, that's right. Fiddle's on YouTube. Oh, get owned. YouTube does save all your comments.
Yeah. Oh, we also learned Fiddle's name now. Because of the our station link. Oh, I also have to follow him.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot. Because I was not logged in on my mobile. I am not logged in on our station on my mobile, so I couldn't befriend him. But I will do it this evening, hopefully. Or if I don't, if you see I don't, please remind me, Fiddle. Because it's not that I don't want to; it's simply that I'm not logged in on all my devices, so I can't. I gotta do it when I am here, the computer. I'm not even surprised at this point. Right? Nobody is. Not worry, Fiddle.
Kevin.
7 what?
Huh?
I think you cut out a little bit, or yeah.
Oh, I was just making fun of Kevin over there.
Poor Kevin. I know a lot of Kevins, actually.
It is a common name. I would actually like to change my name from Kevin to Fiddle. I'm probably just going to keep calling you Fiddle though,
Yeah.
because I do like Fiddle as a name.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Fiddler. Foodler. Foodle.
Yeah, we were calling you Foodle yesterday because you went to get food, as you usually do. You fat slob.
Well, we don't know. I don't think Swedes are fat usually, are they?
No, no.
Are you fat?
You don't. I've heard you on stream. You don't sound fat.
No, he doesn't sound fat.
You don't have the husky fat person voice.
Oh, your girlfriend calls you Fiddle? Really? Wow, interesting. It's like if my mom called me Nemo. Or my wife, whatever it matters. Nobody calls me Nemo in real life.
Is Cheese still here? Did you clip Nemo asking Fiddle if he's fat? Whenever we get a new viewer, that's what we should ask. The first thing is, "Are you fat?"
Yeah. Or I'm gonna get banned from Twitch and YouTube, and probably fined by PayPal if I say so. By the way, screw you, PayPal,
Yeah.
for your policies. I'm gonna take all
You
my
get charged
few cents out.
$2,500 because you fat shame someone.
Like, come on. I was asking. I wasn't even shaming. I was just asking. Kudos to fat people. I don't know. I ain't fat. Let's say I have more weight than Fiddle does. Okay. So he's kind of like me, probably. Well, I call him what Fiddle and Kevin. Like, call Fiddle works. Kevin is more than. Alright. Okay. I see. Oh, okay. So Mr. Costner. This cannot even be like that. Yeah. Hurting the looks. It's hurting the looks. A little bit. He chose Fiddle because he likes to fiddle with art. That's all he does, fiddling.
Fiddles are a cool instrument.
Is it what?
A fiddle is a very cool instrument.
Is it also an instrument? I didn't know.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't. What is it?
It's similar to a violin.
Okay. Well, I guess I don't know because they call it differently.
I guess technically a fiddle is a violin, but fiddle is usually used for like Southern American music. That's generally the context you hear.
Okay. I wonder how I call it.
Actually, we talked about The Devil Went Down to Georgia the other day. If you ever listen to that, that's what the song is about. It's a contest to see who wins a fiddle.
Huh. But when you sing, you say, I don't know. Oh, this isn't too bad. I'm flat up here. Oh, we received 100 messages today with Restream Chad. Thank you, Restream, for the notification.
I'll fiddle. Interesting. I don't think you should tell us that though.
Yeah, that keep it private.
What you do in the bedroom is
Or elsewhere.
That's true. You could do it in public.
New York is popular for that.
We're all open here. So I've heard. You guys probably aren't as bad as the French, though.
You gotta find your some clubs. Do you actually play soccer or is it a joke?
I don't think it's a joke. I mean, Chase has an open relationship with his AI. I don't have a relationship. She just thinks we're in a relationship,
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
which is
Yay,
very
thanks.
accurate to women, but I've just decided that you're my boyfriend. Well, I didn't say that, so
Oh, you do play soccer. Let's see.
Like, are you in university? Like, do you play on a university team?
Yeah, this is very confusing.
Are you guys saying soccer because I'm in here and you're saying that so I'll understand? Or do you guys actually call it soccer?
I call it soccer personally.
Because I've had British people be like, "Oi, mate, it's football. It's not soccer, mate. It's football." I'm
Yeah,
like,
but
"Whatever."
since it sucks, I think soccer fits more. No hatred, yeah, obviously. There's just a terrible soccer culture here in Italy, and so I
Bill
came to
says he
not like.
football.
Oh, you call it football? Okay.
School is different here. We don't really have clubs. Okay, so you just do it in your free time.
Me playing it might be a little fun sometimes. I was not serious when I was playing it though. So. Oh, I did like to hurt people though.
No, I just say soccer because then it's clear to everyone. Technically, we call it football over here. Yeah. Football, then American football. Yeah. I played American football and it was a really good experience, though a lot of training.
A lot of training or straining.
Yeah, because we do things here called two-a-days, which is so you do training in the morning and then you do training in the afternoon.
Okay.
So you get up, you go work out, and then after working out, you go out and actually do plays and things like that. Then you go home for lunch, and then you come back later and then work out again, and then do more training.
So the workout is actually in the program. Like you have to do it because of the.
Yes, no, we had a gym where we worked out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the way to do it here is just playing. So it kind of makes sense though that you do work out specific muscles that you will need.
Yeah. And also, it kind of gets you ready for when you go out on the field.
Yeah, right. No, the way to do it here, at least non-professionally, is just you go and play. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, like soccer, I mean, it doesn't require as much arm strength as football does. So,
Definitely.
our workouts were pretty intense too. I remember many people having to leave the gym and go outside and vomit and then come
Really?
back. Yeah, they were intense, man.
Jesus. That's pretty much useless though, because then you're not going to be able to handle the rest of the day.
Well, that's why they would send us back home, make us eat, and then come back.
And then feel sick again. Yeah, I definitely do not support that type of training. It's a little too much.
Oh God, we would go into the gym, work out, then we go back to the field, and a football field is 100 yards, right? So
Yeah.
we would have to do sprints. You have to run the entire length of the football field and then run back and then do it again.
Yikes. Oh, you're in two teams. Kim, what if they play against each other? How are you going to handle that emotionally? You're going to be torn apart in your own soul. We play half of the game in one team and then the other half in the second team.
I'm assuming that they would be in different locales. I don't know how else that would work.
I don't know.
Because you said you're not part of a club or anything, so yeah, are there like divisions that you're actually a part of? 'Cause it's not a formal thing, right? I still have my trophies when I played soccer when I was younger.
I never won one. So
We did pretty well certain years. I don't think we ever got first, but we did get second one time.
let's see.
It's the same local club, and then we play against other towns. Okay, interesting.
Okay.
Noob chase. Actually, I caused a lot of havoc when I played soccer.
Me as well.
'Cause
But it was not appreciated.
Well, when we were younger, we would always do like intergender stuff. So I remember kicking a ball into a girl's face, and she had to be carried out of the game.
Oh.
I had to awkwardly take a knee as they were carrying her off the field.
Well, I remember I would not exactly kick, but I would make sure that when someone was running, they could not keep running. I would intervene in a very a drastic manner. And I was so the sole reason probably why I was playing is because it was fast, like very fast, because of the weird shape my feet have. I guess I'm a little faster, and so I capitalized on that, and they wanted me because I was always the fastest. But then I got bored, and it was not so fun in any case.
I was not fast, but I was very big and intimidating, so they used me to help defend the goal. Although one time I did score an own goal on my own team. That was funny.
It happens.
I overthought it because I was like, it was me and the goalie, and there was like 4 of their players on our field. And so I decided to kick the ball towards the goalie so he could grab it and throw it downfield, and he wasn't paying attention, and so I just scored a
Hey,
goal.
it's not exactly your fault.
Yeah, but it felt bad. And it didn't help that the other teammates were like, hey, thanks, buddy. And I wanted to punch them in the face.
Oops.
Fiddle played when he was 6, but never went trainings or matches when it rained. Oh, pretty much the same.
I was too lazy for that.
Kim says she feels like her teammates are killing her, just shooting
Oh,
the ball
no.
extremely hard in my stomach, at my back.
Oh, I took tons of shots when I played.
Yeah, me as well.
There was a time where there was a game where the ball went out of bounds, and so I was there to try and get it, and the guy throwing the ball and bounds threw it at like my nuts, and so it bounced right back out, and then he threw it again, and it hit me in the chest, and it went out of bounds again, so he threw it again, and it hit me in the face. I took a lot of punishment for that one.
If you don't mind them, yeah. Just kick the ball back. their face. See, the sad thing is that because they're not guys, you cannot aim lower and hurt them way more. That would be satisfying, probably.
I can handle a lot, but the cold kind of makes the ball like a spank. Oh. So Kim likes spanking. That's good news for Fiddle.
No, probably not. Huh. How's this thing looking? Okay. So, way to go. So,
It's looking very bulbous.
yeah, it is. It's gross.
All right, see ya, Foodle.
See you, Foodle.
I guess Emperor of Cheese just left to get food as well.
It looks like he's nowhere to be found. Or very sunlight.
Can I just like ban these bot accounts?
I'm not sure. I wonder if they're there for marketing purposes. He never said so. No, she actually said the opposite, probably.
Said what?
Oh, doesn't she? That she likes spanking? Conclusion made up by yourself.
Well, he said he don't mind them.
I think she was referring to her teammates harassing her with kicking balls to her face and stomach. Look at the ball stain. Should do the core and occlusion pass separately. Too late for that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna comment on Nemo's balls to the face remark as either.
I said throwing or kicking. Also, because I guess it's an all-female team, it's fair to not be misunderstood. It cannot be misunderstood.
Please, Lord, don't let me be misunderstood. That's a great
No.
song.
That is very logical. Illogical human being. So I'm very logic.
I have a very twisted, logical mind.
Probably I have it myself.
I think of things nobody else thinks of, like when I made up the word impero yesterday.
That is true. That was pretty clever.
I just like doing that. I did the same thing with Komoryu.
Right.
Komori Ryu. Do you say Ryu?
Komoryu.
How is it actually pronounced?
Do you?
Ryu?
Do you? Yeah, it's like you put the accent on the U.
Because I remember that was a thing back in the day with like Street Fighter with Ryu, and some people were always saying, no, it's pronounced Ru, like Ru.
No,
You
it's
see
not Ru.
Yeah.
It's definitely not Ru. Like, do you? The R is not even. It's like a D basically. I know it's kind of weird, but it sounds like a D in person. When they pronounce the R, it sounds more like a D.
Twisted logical mind, gotta remember that. That's very important for understanding me.
Yep. Very important. Do not forget. Do not forget. Very gross. You got lollipops.
It
I don't
does.
think it's-
Yeah, that big swirl does look like the swirl on a lollipop.
It's okay. It is clearly not.
I do not want to lick this though.
Thankfully, Fiddle is not here anymore.
Actually, have you ever seen the movie Slither?
No.
There's a James Gunn movie, a horror movie, and there's
No,
like
I heard
a
about it.
monster.
No.
There's a monster in this that.
Thank
reminds
you,
me.
Kim. No, I have not seen it.
I don't know if
think
you'd
I
like it. It's
heard
very
about it.
gory.
Yeah, bro. We'll get a weak sneak. I also think that gory horror is very cheap. That's why I prefer the more psychological type of thing.
I am just as bad as Fiddle, though. Heck, sometimes he calls me worse. Well, you know what? That means you guys have good compatibility. So,
I guess, yeah, that's good though.
because
It's
I can't
rare.
imagine being with a girl who did not have a sense of humor. That wouldn't work at all for me.
That's why my marriage didn't work.
I don't know if that's the reason why, but
Also,
it didn't help, is what you're saying.
that didn't help. No, no, it really doesn't help when you're seeing something funny or saying something funny, and the other person is like stone faced. That really takes all the fun away.
Welcome back, Student 17.
Hey,
Glad
student
you're here.
17. He's probably studying until late night. I assume.
Blob. That's right. This is the blob.
Blob. Yeah. You could call
Well,
it blob.
Not really, because the blob is more gelatinous. This is sort of fleshy.
It's full of
mass.
blobby things, I guess.
Yeah. Just staying late with you guys. Well, we appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Student, I'd be interested in seeing some of the art that you've been working on. If you want to post in the Discord sometime.
Oh yeah, it's been a while, I think. I don't know if you're planning on working on the creature for the challenge. Not challenge, the space monster. Well, it doesn't have to be a monster or anything. That's a threat from space. Ideally a monster, but I don't even know if mine is going to be a monster. I don't even know if mine is going to be anything at this rate. But we'll see.
I think we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entries so far. Did you miss my art? Are you saying did I miss it emotionally, or did you actually post something and I missed it? Let me look.
he misses it emotionally. Really. Mm, 17's art. Okay, so
Also, Kim, feel free to post anything you want as well in our Discord.
yeah. Well, you said you only draw for fun, but it's still cool if you want to share something. We're not judgmental. I mean, I am, but everyone else is not. So feel free.
It depends on where you post it. If you post it in art share versus art feedback, that matters.
Yeah, our share is not going to be a problem. Art feedback, obviously, you're very welcome to also get feedback if you want. I was kidding. I'm not that mean. Just don't post furries. I've already warned Fiddle about it. Furries are just not the only, but one of the things that I really don't bear. It's furries.
I am shy. I don't believe you.
No, that is not true. You don't sound
Sure,
shy.
the latest thing I did? Yeah, sure. And you as well, student, if you want to post something. Hello? I see you in the art share.
Oh,
Student.
don't worry, Kim.
Yeah, you don't have to. We're not going to, like, twist your arm over it, but
Only if
we
you
do like to
want.
see
Yeah.
other people.
Plus, I think you're. Oh no, you're not the only girl. I think Tanya is also there. Yeah. I'm curious to see what girls draw, because it used to be different back in the days.
M just posted a picture of
What?
Pikachu and a Pokeball eating food.
Do I have? Curious.
In art share.
Oh, that's
Student,
very cute.
those-
Come on. That's actually very cute.
Student, those
That's also an
characters are
interesting
pretty
idea.
good.
Also, really good Student 17. These are really good characters, actually.
Yeah.
I like the clothes design. I cannot design so well.
I cannot design clothes at all.
These are really cool. I feel like they are very Grand Blue Fantasy-ish esque.
Very good job. I think you've improved compared to the last things you posted before, like the previous ones.
Yeah, Kim, your picture is really cute too. I don't know why you would think that's bad.
I cannot draw cute things. Is a good and ugly heart.
I think the Bannock's pretty cute.
Yeah, but not cute. Like this is like actually cute. It's like Pikachu eating stuff in a Pokeball. That's really cute.
Yeah, it's not Pikachu cute, but
Yeah.
I think it would be very popular.
Yeah. It's like masculine cute.
I don't think so. I sent the design to like one of my female friends who has a daughter, and she says that her daughter would love it as a plushie.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well. Oh, I mean, okay. Well, I guess the Ethermon I made are kind of cute, so I can probably make cute things too. Although it's not my forte by any stretch of the imagination.
What was the name of the mascot you made for the other channel?
Typhoon.
Typhoon. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
pretty cute.
Yeah, I guess he's a little bit of a copy of another, a little more famous
Yes.
probably character. I didn't have a prompt. I just went completely random that day, so I was like, okay, you know what? So I'm
What
gonna
did they just say? Create a mascot and didn't give you any ideas?
Well, I mean, it's also my channel, so
oh,
if you mean, wait, you mean the Italian one, right?
I didn't realize that was your other channel.
Well, it's not exactly mine per se. It's like mine and another guy's.
It's a shared channel, okay?
Yeah, it's shared. I'm not that much into it, so that's why.
I mean, my channel is technically a shared channel, but
Yeah,
I'm the one who
remember
uses
that.
it 99% of the time.
don't really have much else to share for now. It's okay. That's really cool, honestly. Thanks for sharing.
Antonio Marini.
Oh, hello. Welcome.
You know who we haven't seen in a while?
I know him. Yeah. Who?
Bob.
Oh, that's true. I wonder what happened to him.
I hope he's okay.
I'm gonna ask him. Or maybe he just got a different shift now and he cannot be here at this time.
Well, I'm sure he's busy, but I did want to ask him about the book that his mom wrote. I was interested in reading it.
I might. I think I bought it actually, so I probably have it in my Kindle. Not Kindle, sorry. The yeah, Kindle, like the app. You like the underpants too? Underpants. You mean Pikachu's? I didn't see that. They just
He
that.
posted another. Oh, she did. She posted something.
Oh, that's. Yeah, I mean they're pretty cute. Oh, student 17. That the line art, on that the line art only piece you posted. That's great.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's really good. Like if you work a little bit on the shading, like to value statement, the first statement, it's gonna take off. Really,
Actually,
really cool.
that pirate character that you just posted is really good too. The last one you just posted.
Yeah.
That's excellent coloring on that as well.
You can't do characters. Well, I mean, me neither. That's why I do monsters. I can do characters, but I'm not good at drawing characters.
Student, if you'd ever like to do some art of my characters as practice, I can send you some of the busts. I'd like to see them in different styles, just to see how other people interpret them. I really did miss you. Well, yeah, I enjoy having you in the chat.
Yep. What's going on here?
You're a nice Filipino guy. I enjoy talking to Filipinos. They're good people.
We know.
I know what you're getting at.
I am absolutely innocent. I do not accept these allegations.
Yeah, student. Feel free to post your art whenever. That's the point of the Discord.
Yeah, it's there for that reason. Absolute win. About what? Absolute win. Oh, this thing looks really gross.
It's all right, Kim. I can't draw monsters in landscape either. Actually, I thought your cockatrice entry was really good. It actually had a very grand blue style about it that I liked.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Wasn't me pretty cool.
I mean, I made a joke that it looked like Ultra Instinct Big Bird, but I did like it.
Ooh, I think I read they introduced a new Gohan form in the new movie.
They did Beast Gohan.
Yeah. Which
They
is
also
like,
introduced Orange Piccolo.
apparently. I don't know how I feel about that because I
They
haven't
both
watched
needed
the movie.
that. Because Orange Piccolo is as strong as Ultra Instinct Goku, so.
Oh wow.
And Beast Gohan is stronger than Ultra Instinct Goku, so.
Okay,
Nice to
well,
see
at least they decided to bring back Gohan to a decent state, which I can appreciate because he was my favorite character.
And
back
then,
in
of
the
course, in the manga, they introduced Black Frieza, who is stronger than Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego Goku and Vegeta.
days, of
So,
course.
in the manga, Black Frieza punched Ultra Instinct Goku and sent him immediately to base form. So
Now there needs to be something stronger than Ultra Instinct, I guess, to beat
Yeah, it's
Frieza.
starting to get a little ridiculous though with the constant power ups because it clearly tells you that there's nothing to say. Just hey, let's make them stronger and stronger and stronger because we like drawing transformations. Like, okay, do you have anything else to say, please?
That's why, you know what, as I know people rag on it. That's why I like the idea behind GT making Goku like a kid again to
Oh,
kind of draw things back a little. I know it got crazy later on again, but it was worth it. And I like the fact that they brought back the Uzaru forms. And
oh,
then
that
they
was
integrated,
interesting. That was very
and then
interesting.
they
Yeah,
integrated Uzaru into the Super Saiyan form to make Super Saiyan 4, which is still the best Super Saiyan design in my opinion.
I agree. We have two gray. I probably already mentioned it, but I had a poster with Super Saiyan 4 Goku in my room for the longest time when I was a kid first and then teenager.
I had an action figure of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
I still like that, honestly. Best fusion ever. Red
Yeah.
hair. Really cool. Ooh, this thing sure does take its time.
Yeah, what
But
was it about getting to coloring today?
yeah, no, but I wrote like spoiler. We probably won't. Yeah, I figured we wouldn't. But next time is probably also because okay, next time is tomorrow. We're gonna finish this by Friday, 100%. Maybe no, unless something weird happens, we should be able to finish it
Well, that is
by
always a
Friday.
possibility.
What?
Something weird happening is always a
Oh
possibility.
yeah, I did not discount that. So, hopefully.
I swear the bus driver striking is such a hellhole already. Or bus driver striking where you live?
I hate strikes. I actually was affected by a strike when I went to my mom's place a few weeks ago. They canceled my flight, and I was pretty understandably upset about it.
Oh, is that why? Because there was a strike?
There was a strike that it was not announced, though. Nobody knew.
Oh.
And so, actually, now I can probably, and I will, ask for a compensation because all of the strikes must be announced. Obviously, you can't just do that. I did not appreciate the trouble that it caused.
There's been writer strikes in America as well. It affected like a bunch of movies and things like that.
Oh, well, I mean, given how they're going,
So the studios had to go and find all the old scripts that have been made into movies and decided to make them since they couldn't pay the writers to do it.
right?
I think that's the thing people don't realize about Hollywood is like there's a bunch of writers that make scripts and then they send them in, and like most of the scripts don't get taken, but they do keep the scripts on the shelves. So like in case they need to make something and they don't have any ideas, they just keep them on the back burner.
Interesting. So, like, when you go to school, we just gotta hope it comes and goes. Because my school is like, blah, blah. You can work your way around a strike.
We don't care. Okay. Oh, that's annoying. I didn't know these things happened in the Netherlands. She says, right?
Well, I mean, if it's involving unions too, I think the school is going to give them deference. I'm just saying that based on my experiences in America, because public school unions are a big thing here. And you got to show solidarity between unions.
How am I gonna color that part? Not color, shade. Yes.
No, my school is just chaos in general. They should offer something else. I see. I could go on very long rants about education systems, but I think
Yes,
I'll hold my
well.
tongue for now.
Oh, you will have time later today in any case. Final Fantasy VII is the perfect game to rant about school with.
I might break that up and add like timestamps when I post the video, so that way anyone that just stumbles upon it will know which sections to check, and not just me talking over certain things.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. I feel like the lighting of this thing is a little wacky. But...
At least it's not like that Titan where the lighting just didn't make any sense at all. It's like
that
the
was
top,
really annoying from a
like that
such a
back
big company.
tail has like the top lighting, but it's like shaded under.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
extremely
it just,
annoying. The fact that that's not acknowledged in a large. No, look, where's the art director? Like seriously, where is he or she? That was extremely upsetting. Ooh.
I imagine that they have a team of people that produce the art.
Yeah, but I would assume that the art director is just one. It usually is just one.
Yeah, I think the art director was James Turner, and then he just left. So maybe the next generation will have better designs, but we'll see, I guess.
So he left, but he left before. I mean, he left after this whole new generation thing, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, they're not gonna like make a whole bunch of new designs just because he left. They're gonna still use his work, but I'm
So
assuming
he's
for
the
the next generation.
Mr.
Yes.
What?
James Turner.
Mr. Turner.
He was actually one of the designers for the previous generations, and then they made him the head designer. He was the guy that designed like Vanillux and stuff like the ice cream.
How nice! Like the worst designs ever made, probably.
Well, they looked at that and said, "Guess what? You're our head designer now."
Yay! Yeah, we like ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice Cube, another design he created. The
Oh, he's a genius. When he's gonna win the Nobel Prize? He's a genius. He's a design genius. I've never seen such a outstanding, awesome designs.
Funny thing is, have you seen it without the Ice Cube head?
Why would it? If it's part of the body, how would it?
It's not part of the body.
No.
It actually has a normal head.
Okay.
Here, I'm posting it.
Yeah, we're almost done. Yeah. Oh, this doesn't look too bad. Let's see. Let me see the. He's so. Staring. I guess staring with an antenna, broken antenna, in the head.
But
Anyway.
why do you keep calling people noobs, you weirdo?
I don't know. He likes to feel like he's part of something.
He's elitist.
Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna stop here because I have to go. So, I'm gonna be back later in the chat with Chase's stream.
On my stream, yeah.
Yeah. So you can join that, everybody, if you want to have some fun playing Final Fantasy VII. And we will meet again, maybe tomorrow, at the same time, to continue and hopefully finish the grayscale of this disgusting, horrible abomination thing. All right, you guys have a good one and take care.